Howdy. Today we're going to make Revenants not just a tank, because that's boring and normal Revenant players need to actually figure out how to play other characters. So, first we'll spawn these guys. Now I'm going to show the build. The whole point of this build is Danse Macabre damage, because it's funny. Molt augmented for damage, energize, equilibrium for energy, Precision Intensify for more strength. We have Roar over our 1, so we get our or even more damage since Roar affects abilities. We have Transient Fortitude for strength. Now, you might be wondering why I don't go Blind Rage. That is because the energy economy is pretty rough. Even with how higher duration and efficiency are in Energize and Equilibrium, we got to make sure we get kills and pick up energy, okay? It's very important, otherwise we'll run out of energy. Growing Power, Power Drift, typical stuff, right? Mesmer Shield here so that we don't die because we are still going to be casting Mesmer Skin. Now, Danse Macabre range does not affect how far it goes. It affects the width of the beams, and that doesn't really seem to matter much with how me testing it at least. So we don't care about range. We just need strength and duration and efficiency. And then for our damage, it does adapt the damage type to whatever we're hitting. So if it has shields, it does magnetic. If it has armor, it does corrosive. And if what we're hitting is infested flesh, it does gas. I thought about going double green shards, but you don't seem to apply corrosive fast enough for it to matter. Like most of the time, they're going to die as you hit 10 stacks or before then. So doesn't really matter. Holding R2 doubles the energy cost, but also doubles the damage and status effects, the chance of status application. The base chance of applying a status is 20% with each beam hits, and so 40% when you hold R2. But that is not affected by strength. If it was, then maybe green shards would be viable, but I don't really think they are. So this will be better once you build up your kills. We're going to be going Mad Rise so that we can get even more strength to snapshot onto our Roar with Sling Strength. Because we want to maximize our damage here. We have no pet equips, though actually, you know what? We'll go Panzer Vulpaphyla to spread viral for even more damage. So this should be able to kill. Wow, I immediately forgot to use Sling Strength. There we go. Now we cast this. Go in. Want our little dude to like actually be useful and apply viral. And now we go like this. Now this does some pretty good damage. The range that is unaffected by range is 100 meters is how far the beams can go out. And you can see it oscillates between like close and far. Close and far. So the hit registration, or not registration, consistency can be a bit funky at times. Though I find it to be fairly decent for the most part. Now, something else to note is that when you take damage, actually it doesn't really explain it well. So if we go here, unpause the eye, we'll give ourselves invincibility. Look on the top right as we take damage. Danse Macabre as a buff. There it is. Increase Danse Macabre damage based on the damage taken during the ability. That actually decays over time. Now, the more damage you take, the more damage you'll deal. And it still converts damage even if you have Mesmer Skin up, right? So you don't have to worry about being invincible and not being able to increase that. So that means this actually scales infinitely. Like, the higher the level of the enemies, the more damage they're going to deal to you, but that doesn't matter. You have Mesmer Skin, so you don't die. And it's just going to massively scale up the damage of your Danse Macabre. So this should be able to kill enemies all the way up to level cap, right? The higher the enemy level, the higher your damage goes. This can kill anything. Now, is it practical? Not even fucking slightly, no. But it's fun, and that's what I care about. This is an actually interesting way to play Revenant instead of just he tanky. So, you know, he tanky and he got the big fancy lasers. Much shorter video, not like anything I need to go over other than that. We'll show the Revenant fashion. Not much going on here, and I don't believe I even have a sigil equipped. Yeah, no, other than the Sakara stuff on the side, which you can buy with plats. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see more funny, interesting builds, then subscribe. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike so I know it sucked. Uh, Adios.